Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm back. I'm no longer sick. Yay. Sorry that I've been gone so long. For those of you who aren't following me on Twitter, I was sick all week. I was having a pretty miserable time, unfortunately, but I am better now. So I am super excited to be getting back to streaming. I've really missed it. It's been a while, and it's just a thing that I actually enjoy doing a lot, I noticed, and it was kind of, I don't know, there was like a gap in my week there. I also have friends here. Nope. Cat friends, who are here to visit for the night. You might see them later if they come by to cuddle. And yeah, let's see, what do I have to say? What do I have to tell you about my day? It's not been super exciting, but it's been really nice. Like, I had a really kind of relaxing day, taking it easy. I caught up on laundry and all sorts of small adult things. And that was really nice. Also, I got these. Got some Austrian goodies for stream. See, that's a tradition now with my Satisfactory streams, it seems. These are Vanillekipferl. So vanilla cookies. They're usually a Christmas thing, but I saw them at the supermarket today and I was like, yes, why wouldn't I? So we have some today, and I might snack on those later. Hey, gingerbread girl, welcome in. How are you doing? How's your week been? Yeah, I really appreciated you guys checking in on me on Twitter. For anyone who did, it's your boy Weihnachten. Yeah, I did not buy them in anticipation of Christmas yet. I think Christmas things in September are maybe a little premature. I personally am more of the Christmas should stay in December type of people, but why not have some of those cookies now? Yeah, so we're back. We're going to be playing Satisfactory, which I have been thinking about the entire time I was sick. Unfortunately, I was too sick to really play a ton of video games. I played for maybe a total of 3 hours. I was playing my time at Portia or whatever that game's called. But it didn't really catch my attention, so hi from the realm of the still sick. Oh no, are you sick too? Ah, crap. That sucks. I'm sorry. I feel your pain very imminently, unfortunately. I'm glad that you get to spend your sick time hanging out with me, though. I appreciate that. And I hope you get better very, very, very soon. Because it sucks being sick. I've been thinking about this all week. Just, if you're properly sick, if you can't really do anything, it's so boring. All I could do was lay on the couch and watch YouTube all day. And then sometimes I would watch a stream instead, and I'm like, that's fun. Watching YouTube all day, really entertaining. For maybe... Oh, hey, kitty. Hello. Where are you going? Maybe even a day. The second day I was like, this is still fun. It's really relaxing. I'm getting into the kind of chill vibe of relaxing all day. And by day 3, I was like, this is boring. If I have to watch another Let's Play, good lord. I don't even remember the last time. It's been so long. I mean, if it's the first time you're sick and really, really, really long, then maybe that's not too bad a thing. Unless it's a really terrible sickness. Hey, kitty. Kitty. You want to say hi to stream? You want to say hi to everybody? Or do you want to eat my cookies? Don't eat my cookies. No? Everybody say hi to Mochi. You remember him from last You remember him from last time he was here? He was a lot smaller back then. He's a big kitty now, who does not want to stay on stream. Yes, I'm letting you down. Relax. All good. All good. There you go. Hi, Mochi. Hi, boring old nerd. How's it going? How's your week been? I hope you're not sick too, because otherwise this is going to be a stream of the sick. Cat GM. Yeah, Mochi is a jammer. And a little rebel. Let me pull up the game in the background. I really hope my voice stays with me. I can't promise that it will. I'm going to kind of play it by ear and see how long I can really do. I don't want to strain it today, so I might just go for like 2 hours or so. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Let's do bottom right. Good week, a lot of work. Was it at least a satisfying lot of work or not? Let's see if this works. There we go. Game's up. I don't remember what we did last, but we're gonna check that right now. And I will catch you guys up on what our progress is if you weren't here last time. Alright, so we got foundations, which is the biggest update. Meaning we actually set up a proper foundation for our base. And we rebuilt everything we have so far on those foundations. So now we have iron over here and all the iron factory stuff going in here, and it's so, on the grid, it's aligned so nicely. It was very satisfying, I have to tell you. And then copper over here, making wires and copper cables. And it all goes into a big container over here, which is nice. Check that out. Just comes over here and then all goes into that nice big storage container over here. Very organized. We got a bunch of fuel over there in that corner that we got going. Also automated at this point, so we only have to refill ever so often. Oh, and we figured out that you can paint things. In my inventory, I don't know where I put the gun, but somewhere I have a painting gun. And then we painted all of our stuff, which took a while, but definitely worth it. Have no regrets about that. So everything's painted nicely in red and yellow, and this kind of white blue for the floor we decided on. Yeah, I think that's basically all we've been up to so far. Oh yeah, and we built the space station. Space elevator? The space elevator. So yeah. What do you guys think I should be working on next? Do you guys want to do some more building? We could set up a couple more factories. We could expand our current factory setup. Looks very good, thank you. We could try and prioritize the thing for the space elevator with the next milestone. We could also go for exploration if you guys want to do that. Oh, also we got a research lab thingamading. Ma'am. So we could do some research stuff there if we wanted. I think that gives us different new ores and stuff like that. What I've unlocked? Yeah, so we got unlocked. We're gonna get unlocked some medicinal stuff, object scanner improvements, Caterium, which I don't have enough of yet to research fully, but I started that. We got flower petals, which we can now turn into color. Yeet, put everything in the MAM when you can. Yes, absolutely. But we could specifically head out to go find stuff for the MAM if we wanted. We've got nutritional mixture, which we haven't researched yet. There's a bunch of new components that we're gonna be unlocking soon, I think, that we don't have yet. Oh, we could research overclocking. I don't think we need that urgently, but it's an option. Yeah, silica we could get soon. I think we have the scanner thing now, so we can go search for specific things like silica if we wanted. Also gunpowder. Well, black powder, but gunpowder. Which seems cool. That's all we got on that so far. Nothing crazy yet, but a little bit of everything. Yeah, we got some slugs. Oh, we got a pupper! Guys, we got a pupper last time. Let me... Where is my pupper? Puppo! Puppo! Does anyone know the button to call the puppo? How do I call my puppo? Oh, I learned how to sprint. Very important. Sprint and slide? Yeah. There's my Oop! That was a little enthusiastic. Anything left to do in the hub terminal? Or is it space elevator next? Everybody say hi to the puppo. Oh, Jesus, let me up. Hey, puppo. Oh, you're a good boy. He brought us some limestone. Thank you, puppo. You're a good boy. Guys, it's a good boy. We should name the puppo. Just want to say. Also, I think puppo should come over here. And I don't know. The puppo got kind of stuck over here, and I think we want to unstuck him over here. I was going to do that last time. Come here, puppo. Come here. Yeah, he's a good puppo. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the controls again. I want to put that conveyor belt back there. There we go. There we go. Puppo unstuck. You're a good boy. Yeah. Okay. Alright, yes. Tasks. Whee! Let's see. So we can make... On tier 2, there's a jump pad thingy, but we don't have rotors yet. And we have logistics, which we could already research, so I think that's just faster conveyor belts and stackable conveyor belts, so we could work with that. I think that's a good thing to start researching, so I'm gonna just drop some stuff into that. What do we need for that? The big reinforced iron plates and normal iron plates. And I think once we have that, we can basically start getting the stuff for the space elevator. Our iron plate production is a little low, I've noticed, compared to everything else right now. Well, maybe I just have an infinite amount of wire for some reason in my inventory. There's a lot of cable. We have more cable than we're ever gonna need. Okay. Yeah, that seems good. Good plan? Yes. Slide. Guys, I miss this game. It's so good. It's just so satisfying. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to wait a little bit because we do not have enough iron plates. We could steal some iron ingots off the conveyor belt. Like there. When you have the space elevator, you can get coal power so you don't have to feed burners. Ooh. I thought we were just gonna have to forever feed the burners. But coal power seems cool. Hey, Puppo. I'm on board with that. Let's see if we have any excess. No, no excess iron here. No excess iron here. Guys, check out our Puppo. You're cute. Yep. This is the advanced technique, guys. Please take note, this is going to be on the test. Advanced technique, when you run out of resources, is go to the conveyor belts, stand next to them, steal the resources you need from your own production line. Wonder Wonka! Hey! Yes, I'm back streaming. How are you doing? How's your day been? Finally, gee, it's been like 1,000 years since I last streamed. Or at least it feels like it's been 1,000 years. Yeah, how are you doing? God, I love being back. It takes 6 iron plates to make a reinforced iron plate. Jeez, that's a lot. It's like 1,000. I mean, not exactly 1,000, but like close to 1,000 it feels. Wonder Wonka, blah, Wonder Wonka. I don't know if you've seen, but we have a puppo. Check it out. Check out how cute it is. It brings us stuff, like iron ore. He's a good boy. Hey, Orndar! How's it going? Welcome back, thank you. I love being back. Streamer life graphics update is amazing. My day has been sort of busy, but I'm feeling excellent. That's fantastic, that's fantastic. What have you been up to? Tell us about your, the secret life of the mod, you know? I was gonna say mods, but I only have like 2 mods, and one of them is often busy, so rarely comes by, so it's really just the life of the mod. Orndo, how has your weekend been? How are you doing? Okay, while we're waiting for these iron plates to come around, I want to take a look at this other stuff that we're gonna be able to make soon. Specifically, oh man, I'm all out of iron plates. Oh. It's been great. Started a new job. It's holiday season, so lots of chilling and hanging out with fam. Ooh, what holidays are you guys celebrating right now? I don't know what holiday is currently happening there. Like all of them. That's a lot of holidays. That's amazing. Yeah, you mentioned your new job also. How is that going? Sounds like it's going well, which is nice. I'm gonna check out what the elevator needs. It's the holiday month for Jews. Oh, that sounds amazing. I like holiday months. Wow. The cat's talking. Gotta listen, guys. It's talking. Just checking out what the space elevator is gonna need. Needs like some new things. Yeah, it's gonna need smart plating, which is advanced plating plus some kind of rotor motor thing. Yeah, doing the same thing but at a big American company, living the corporate life now. Ooh, classic 9-to-5 job with a clear hierarchy structure and all of that fun stuff. You were working at like a smaller company / startup before, right? Am I getting that right? Okay. So we're gonna need assemblers and stuff like that soon. Okay, alright. Yeah, I was working at a tiny startup, lol. Big shift and also big promotion. Hey, congrats, man. Big promotion? With big bucks, I'm assuming? That's awesome. That sounds fantastic. See, I always give myself promotions, but then again, I'm self-employed, so really, my title means nothing. And I can have it be whatever I want. It's, you know, you win some, you lose some. What? Kitty's talking. Everybody, shush. Kitty's talking. Puppo. Like a North Korean general? Yeah, I am my own army, though. So, The only person I commandeer is me. Okay, so I think the first thing we want to do is expand our iron production to be maximum capacity. Someone who knows the game well, can you tell me how many of each kind I can make from this? So right now I have a production of, I think, bad quality ore. Yeah, impure ore, 69. I'm an expert, trust me. That's a pretty convincing argument, Orindar. I mean, can't really, yeah, damn it, you're right. Alright, so 69 is what we're gonna build. Jokes aside, I have impure iron ore. Somebody tell me how many smelters I should feed that into, and then how many construction thingies I can build of each kind with that. Does anyone have a handy... Oh, just one smelter? Okay, alright. So should I add more of any of these kinds? Or am I already at capacity? I could start up the second. So this one says it needs 15 per minute. I don't know how I can see if that's like what it's getting or if it's getting more or less than that. And this one needs 30 per minute. You make 30. So really, what I'm using is 45, what I'm producing is 30 a minute. Okay, so I'm already slightly over capacity. What I could do is rig up this smelter just to make plates, and then rig up the second smelter to have a second rod production. And then the rod production outputs 15 per minute, and this one takes 10 per minute, so that's fine. So really the only thing I can get more effective at here is put another constructor here that makes rods directly, which we're gonna do now. Well, no. First we need more plates. God damn it. God damn it. We're really at a shortage of plates here. Okay. Okay. I see how this works. I'm figuring it out. I wanna optimize at least a little bit right now before we get into the difficult parts. Okay, we need a couple of these plates. God, they're making the funniest sounds. I know you guys can't hear them because they're fairly quiet and my mic tunes out background noise. They are making the funniest sounds right now. Okay, so I'm gonna put another constructor the right way around. Big brain strats. Input, output, there we go. Right there. Regardless of how much you produce, if all of your output lands on the same 60 per minute belt, you'll struggle. Yeah, I was thinking that. So that's another reason why I want to get the Mach 2 belts, so we can at least upgrade the belts in the background, because there's a little bit of a backlog there. I've noticed. If you look here, it's kind of this merger is where the backlog's happening, because it can only move things through so quickly. And then we have, you know, iron plates backlogged all the way over here. Screws in particular are very backlogged, and so is the cable production. It's heavily advised to put every item in its own container. That makes sense. At the very least, we could do two, one for the copper production and one for the iron production, right? We'll do that in a second. I want to remove this. Connect this directly in here. And then connect this directly in here. So this is going to make more iron rods. And we're gonna get a second smelter up here that we're gonna fuel with that second iron source down there. Where are my smelters? 2. Nope. This way around. And what was the button to align it? No, that button. Hello. Hi, Smile. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome in. So we'll build our miner. Oh, I need a portable miner for that. I have one of those in inventory. Oop. Oop, oop. Yeah, I kept my portable miners just so we could build more mining stations later. Nothing goes to waste here, guys. Nothing goes to waste. Build that like that. And then we're gonna build a conveyor belt up here. There we go. We're gonna need coal. Like there. And like there. Let's see if we can make that work. You just threw like 20,000 iron plates away to move my storage for them. 1 tile over? No, Smiles! I need 20,000 iron plates. That sounds exactly like what I need. Couldn't you have saved them for me? I would have very much appreciated 20,000 iron plates right now. It's kind of what I'm running short on. Okay, so we got that belt going. This smelter's gonna make iron ingots. And then we want that smelter to fuel into these two. No, don't. What are you doing? Sometimes it does funny things like this. I don't know what the hell it's trying to do there, but it's not working, let's just say. Alright, there we go. We'll rebuild that from scratch. Okay, so these are going over there, and then we need the splitter. Merger, splitter. We need the splitter over here and put over there. And it's gonna split into this thing and that thing. There we go. I'm still upset about the 20,000 iron plates that you threw away. Not gonna lie, that makes me a little mad. Gonna go now, need all the sleep I can get. Oh, please do, yes. I hope you get better soon, Gingerbread Girl. Sorry that you're sick, but thanks for checking in. Sleep well, get better. Okay, that looks good. We just need to actually wire it up. Rule we've learned, every thing gets its own power pole. So we're gonna put that there. Wait, this is already maxed out. I'll build another power pole here. That is going to power this power pole, and that power pole. It's going to power this thing and that thing. Guys, it all makes sense. Don't question it. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. And then, yep, nope. Oh, I'm getting carried away. Does that work? Does it work? Everything's green? I think everything's green. It's yellow. Why is it yellow? Is yellow a good color here? Oh, here comes the ore. Let's go. Looks good. Oh, look at our ore go. Yeah. I think this is also an impure node. Impure. When it's not working due to res, it's yellow. Hey, Papo. Oh, you good boy. Oh, he brought us coal. Well, thank you, Papo. Okay, we got the iron in it now. And it's making rods. Let's go. Nice. Nice. Okay. So that was step 1. Step 2 is removing all of this and making a separate container for it. Over here. Just gonna do that. Should be easy enough. Okay, we need a couple more foundations. Foundations. There we go. I almost just died there. Perished horribly. Would you say that the game is hard to pick up? Have been thinking about trying it. Absolutely not. I think the tutorial is actually really good and really easy to follow. I've played Factoria before, so I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. I think the game is probably hard to get good at or to like progress far in, particularly if you're not super organized with your stuff, because eventually you're just gonna end up with so much shit that gets really difficult to organize. But I think getting started is really simple, and the game teaches you how to do it fairly well. So I would say no, not difficult to pick up, definitely worth. What? Why? I put it the wrong way around, didn't I? There's the input. There we go. My bad. Oh, because this is a merger, not a splitter. And right now the merger is going the wrong way. Right. Merger, merge. I'm so confused. This way. That work? Yes. And then into, nope, hello. Into. What is going on there? What's your problem? Is it the wrong way around? Ah, it's the wrong way around. I thought I put it the right way around. I'm scared of trying Factoria, lol. Yes, Factoria is a lot. Is this the right way around? No. There we go. Heard it's dangerous, super addictive. If you are into the sort of factory building stuff, yes, it definitely is. I think it's actually okay. I don't think it's that dangerous from my personal experience. I'm gonna get my color gun because it's upsetting that this isn't the right color. Yeah, I found it okay. I found Victoria particularly a little difficult to get into the optimization on. The game doesn't really help you get into that. It just kind of, you know, puts you out there and is like, yeah, go do it. Way worse tutorial than this game, for sure. And so overall, I found it to be too hard to get into, honestly. To like really enjoy it. But if you get into it, I can imagine it being extremely addictive, yeah. I mean, look at this. You start building something and then a moment later you're like, oh, and then I need to build this and that. And with every change you make, there's 1,000 new things you need to be building. So I think that's the aspect of the game that makes it really addictive. But other than that, like if you're not into that sort of stuff, I don't think it's that easy to get addicted to it. Any game with a progress system is going to be really addictive. Yeah, exactly. And this game has a very like open-ended progress system, right? Like you can just keep doing this forever, basically. This is not putting the wire in. Why is it not putting the wire in? Is this connected? Is this working? Guys, it's not taking the wire. Why aren't you taking the wire? Because you're making too much cable at the moment? Just give it a second. Oh, there comes the wire. Cool, cool, cool. All good. All good. Okay, so we'll move the wire and the cable over to this other storage container. We don't have to throw it away, like Smiley. We're just gonna manually move it. There's a way to do all of it. There. Doop. The wire pog best Trevor. I had to move storage one tile. Yeah, I mean priorities, obviously. Can't hate too much. Nah, I'm not hating. I'm not hating. Just mocking you for throwing away 20,000 plates that I could have used to make useful things with. It just hurts my feelings, you know? You know, Smile? Just hurts my feelings. But that's okay. Okay. Speaking of feelings, I think we now have enough plates, hopefully, to update our goal. One sec. I feared this might happen, guys. I feared my voice might give up on me. I'm sorry. I'm not crying, you're crying. Okay, should be fine. Yeah, I had a really sore throat all week, and it might still be a while until my throat is okay again, so I want to take it easy on it. I might just stream like another half an hour or so. And it'll be slightly less talking than usual, just to avoid straining it too much. Because then I wasn't just going to end up coughing like a crazy person, and nobody's going to enjoy that. So, what do we need? More screws. We have screws, that's not a problem. Enjoy the game and stream. Hope you feel well from now on, because your role in life is to entertain us, of course. Yeah, obviously. Thank you. I will. And thanks for dropping by. There, kitty. I hope you have a lovely evening, Orndar, and there goes my light. One sec. Kitty? Sorry, we're back. This is fine, yeah. Everything's on fire, this is fine. Do you have a cat at home? I have a cat at home right now, Wanda Wonka. I have 3 cats at home, actually. Sissy is here, a friend of mine, visiting with her cats. So, I have 3 of them right now. Thank you, Orndar. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been looking on Twitter at different artists that might be doing our emotes once we reach our emote goal. And there's so many of them, guys. My entire Twitter is like different artists now. I'm so excited. I've seen so many cool artists that we might be able to work with. And a lot of them have their commissions open right now, so that's gonna be extra cool. Super, super excited for the emotes already. Okay, so we need like 1,000 more reinforced iron plates. And then we should start making some of this stuff. Like rotors and copper sheets, I guess. Quick tip. Never mind. Already doing it. Doing it hands off. Look, Mom, hands off. If that was your tip, yes. Somebody taught me that, and it's the best thing ever. All right, button time. So many people don't know how to do that because the game does not tell you. There's a couple of things that the game doesn't tell you that are so much easier if you know how to do them. And that I'm like, tutorial. Come on, you could have told people that. Spaceship go brrr. Goodbye. Bye, spaceship. There we go. Meow. Who's a good doggo? You got us some flowers? Well, thank you. You're a good boy. Oh, guys, any suggestions for names for the doggo? Funniest sounds. What was I gonna say? Oh, we want to update the conveyor belt now. Q. Logistics. Ooh. There we go. Yes. Want this to be 4. Oh, we could have just used the lifts instead of doing the awkward thing that we're doing. Ah, whatever. Whatever. Where's the basic... Oh, here's the craft bench. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Okay, let's make a couple more reinforced iron plates, because we're gonna need a lot of those soon. Soon to be food is what I call my doggos. No, Smiley. When they bring me nuclear waste, they die. You're a monster. They're just trying to be your friend. Look at how cute they are. Kinda wanna name him Lobster. He looks a little bit like a lobster. Simba is pretty good too. We could name each doggo we get. What? How am I a monster? Why would you kill the puppers? Killing puppers? Definitely not. It's bringing me a nuclear waste. It's just found the thing that thought was cool. It's not its fault that you don't like it. Okay, so we're gonna make this one a Mach 2 so things can move through here faster. It's trying to kill me. Perhaps, perhaps. And this one too. I don't think I need these everywhere, right? I just need them where it's most... Lobster's pretty close to food, I'll accept it. Fine, we'll settle on that. Yeah, I just needed where I have the most backlog, which I think is not here. Yeah, this seems good. And then one here. Still think that's one of the most satisfying animations ever. It's so good. Alright, alright. So we got that going on, which is nice. We got this, which is good. The smelters are burning up a storm. Wow. Wild. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. What's next? We need to get the space elevator to get the next Greenpeace is coming for you. Oh no, oh no. We need to get the space elevator next. So for that we need is it rotors and reinforced iron plates together that makes... Can we not craft the higher end components in here? Craft those special reinforced plates. Not the space elevator things. Okay, gotcha. Press X. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, this is what I need. Oh, thank you. Yes. Ah, thank you. This is what I was looking for, because I need to know what we're gonna need to combine next to make something. It will say under if you can craft it manually. Gotcha. Produce an assembler. Right. Or craft bench. Got it. Okay, so we're gonna need to make some smart plating, for which we need to first make reinforced iron plates. And rotors. And then we can turn those into smart plating. that's the setup, guys. We're gonna need some... Okay. 2 ways to go about this. We can either loop this thing around and kind of start building a second assembly line over here. And then kind of move forward again with the stuff we have to. You have no reason to set up automatic smart plates. Oh, no? But I do have reason to set up something that assembles, like, the heavy iron plates and stuff, right? It's good to know that we don't need to do the smart plates automatically. Do we need the rotors? Okay, what should I set up? Do we want the rotors and the... What was it? Do we want the rotors and the reinforced iron plates? You need a ton. Okay, yeah. They will always be used. Okay, good. So we'll start with those then. Same with the copper sheets. Do we need these? I don't think we need them yet. So I think we can just let those chill for now. We're gonna go with rotors and reinforced iron plates next. Only really smart plates aren't worth making a huge machine for. We'll need them for coal power later. Okay, that makes sense. So another thing I'm wondering about, can I... is there a smart way to have a conveyor belt loop the thing I need from a container? Or will it just fill the conveyor belt with anything that's in the container if I loop it up to something? Everything else you can just go wild. Okay, gotcha, Smile. Anything. And we need smart splitters. I don't think I have that. Let's see if I have that. Smart splitters. Yeah, no. No. Yeah. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to directly loop the ingredients we need to the things we need them. The places we need them. The thing is, I also need the basic components. Conveyors pull from the last slot when pulling from the containers. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna put an assembler here. Let's start with that. That's a biomass burner. That's not what we need. I don't have enough stuff to build that. Damn it. The wire's over there now. Right. Take a couple of these wires. I can move so fast, guys. I need more iron plates. I need like a lot more iron plates. I am very low on iron plates. The thing I'm thinking about here now is that given our current impure iron source, we really don't get much more than what we currently have out of it. So, do you guys think we should, to set this up, find a second iron source? Because if I'm pulling into the assembler, I don't know how much of the stuff the assembler needs, but if I'm pulling part of it away into the assembler, then I might end up with no iron plates or anything left. Also, Archon, I didn't see you there. Sorry, because your chat popped up the same color as Nerds. So my brain just, like, read over that. But, hi. How's it going? Out of screws. How's your weekend? We get some more screws. We should get more iron. Should we bring the iron here? Probably, right? Okay, more screws. More screws. More screws. Whoosh, whoosh. All right. Mainly lurking when I'm cleaning. Time for a break from being an adult. That sounds fantastic. I thank you for letting me know that you're lurking. I appreciate that. It's nice to know who's here, even if you're not active in chat. It's totally cool. Also, yeah, watching streams while cleaning, definitely a thing I do basically all the time. Might just be the only way I watch streams these days. Okay, so we have the plates. We can make an assembler now. Let's just check this out real fast, what this thing needs. So we need one that makes reinforced iron plates. It needs 30 plates per minute and 60 screws per minute. That's a lot. How much do we output? This outputs only 40 screws per minute. And this outputs 20 plates per minute. So we could feed our entire production of screws and plates into that thing, and it would still not be enough. Damn. Damn. Screws is gonna be a meme late to middle game. Yeah. I'm starting to think that. Because this needs 100 screws per minute also. And we're only producing 40 right now. So we could feed all of our rods, or part of our rods, in here. If we want to make rotors, and we need screws. So either way, we need more iron. Is there a way to purify your iron sources? That's like the first thing I want to know. Or do I just need to find a new, better iron source? Yeah, when you start to make big factories, some things need like 10,000 screws per minute. Oh, Jesus. No, you have to find another. There are normal and pure sources as well. Okay, alright, so... was it V? Yeah. Find me the nearest source of iron. Well, that's this one. So there's one 200 meters down there that we could access. Let's check that out and see if that's something we want to work with. I forget this game has fall damage. I am being a little risky. They also mark 2 miners which double output plus overclocking which can add additional output. Gotcha, that's good. Okay. Okay, this is a pure source of iron, which is very good. And this, I believe, is another one. Also pure. No, 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 no. Oh, it's a normal one. You're right, you're right. Normal. Gotcha. Okay, well, still not bad, though. Definitely not worse than nothing. And this has... Oop. This has 3... This has 3 normal sources of iron, which is good. That's enough for 4 smelters. Nice. So we can add 6 smelters to our assembly line here. We can now feed 6 smelters with that. Yeah, that's good. I'm just moving out of the way so the puppo thing down there doesn't kill me. These aggressive puppers. Okay, so that's good. So we're gonna try and feed that back to our base. I'm just thinking about how to do that. I probably want to just put the miners on there and then wire the ore back to the base and then work from there. Be my idea. So we're gonna put up 6 more smelters. Check the giant moth out. It's so cool. Whoa. One day, guys, we're gonna fly on this. One day. It's so cool. I know I can ride it. I want to so bad. I will one day, I promise. I promise. That's gonna be our goal at some point. Not today, but one of our next exploration goals. Maybe one of our later exploration goals will be to ride that bad boy. It's not far. You can build the smelters in the factory there, but it's up to you. Your factory will cover a large area very soon. Yeah. I think I'm going to build the smelters here, just so I have everything kind of neatly organized here. And then wire it back. Like wire the ore itself here. Let's do it. All right, we're stepping up our game. I don't have any resources. Going strong. I just keep more resources in my inventory, guys. I don't know why I'm not doing that. There. All the resources. It's not like they do me any good if they're in a container. There. That should do it. That should get us someplace, at least. And we'll build another... Are you okay, man? I think it's having a little bit of a problem there. Chill. There. 1 smelter. 2 smelter. I think we need to build this a little farther back. Two smelter. 3 smelter. 4 smelter. 5 smelter. Let's go with that. Oh, look at them. Beautiful. 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 This is fine, right? It has 120 megawatt capacity, so I think we're good still. Just want to make sure we don't accidentally run out of power somewhere along the line. Okay, then we need to wire all of these up. Oh. I'm out of concrete? Oh. I forgot concrete is a thing that exists, guys. Forgot it exists. Don't die. Why is our concrete production so slow? Step it up. Gee. If I have normal ore, do I need the level 2 conveyor belts or are the level 1 conveyor belts sufficient? Because with the level 2, I want to make sure I can move all the resources. Level 1 is fine. Okay, that's good. Because level 2 would be very pricey, not gonna lie. Power pole, there we go. Okay, we took all of them online. Iron. It takes 60 per minute. Okay, that's perfect. Iron. And iron. Doop doop. And now the conveyor belts. Oh, we need to bring the portable miners. And what else do I need? How do I build a mining thingy? Miner. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of resources for that. We need to make one more portable miner though. Cool. Let's do it. You're gonna need to like spread all your stuff so wide and far eventually because you need all of these different resource like outlets. Ouch. And you're kind of limited by the ore you can pull up from the ground, right? This is interesting and fun. Kind of forces you to build more outward too. Look at that cool little bush stuff. It's pretty. Oh boy. Oh, here we go again. We're playing that game, I see. Ow. No, do not kill me. Can't kill me now. You have just explored a little part of one biome. The map is huge. You've just seen a few %. Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, we're gonna do more exploration soon. Don't worry about that. I'm very excited for that, actually. So we'll see about that. Cool. So we got some miners here. Now let's build conveyor poles. I want to make sure all the conveyor belts go through here. So 1. Two. Nope. Don't kill me. Oh, I really appreciate the challenge of the pacifist run you're doing. I just don't want to kill the puppos. I mean, I feel bad. I'm in their native environment being an asshole to them. Stealing their resources and then just murdering them for the fun of it. That doesn't seem fair. That doesn't seem right. Okay. There are our conveyor belts. Very good. We do need power here as well. We'll make that. 1, 2. And see now, oh, nope, I was gonna say now that there's conveyor belts, he can't get to me anymore, but that was a lie. Propagated by the establishment. Don't listen to me, guys, I'm lying. And this power line, and this power line. And then this power line. Wait, where's our pole? Ah. Oh, why are you always charging at me? Okay, so we've got some ore. Chill, chill. The ore is just like dumping it on the ground there, making a little pile. Look at it go. Okay. Where do I want to put it up? Probably like here. The fact that that won't align, despite me pressing the align button, makes me mad. I'll have to eyeball it. There, that's too far away. There we go. Can it even go that far? Oh, it can. It can indeed. Come with me, my cute little resources. Come with me. And then, so each of these we're gonna need to split into 2 smelters. Right. Right. This is like a highway. This is like an ore highway. Ah, it's slightly too long. Damn it. By like an inch. Okay, can we... No, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Now we go. I love how a pupper is just there with us, hanging out, having a good time. Such a good boy. Okay, then we want to go up here. Up the hill. Up we go. Oh. Okay, there we go. Where's a good spot for our highway to be coming in? Maybe he brought you something. He maybe. Papo. Where'd he go? I don't know where he went. He'll come back. Will this clip into? Probably. There we go. Oh, smooth jump. She makes it. She's incredible. I love this. I kind of am like madly in love with the conveyor belt highway, not gonna lie. I think it's really cool. Look at it go! Now we can go on the highway to build the second lane. Oh, that encroaches on the clearance there. Damn it. Oh, what do we do? Do we have to go higher? Remove the miner? But then I need to put the miner back. Can I do that afterward? Okay. And build in a different direction. Okay. Okay, well... Wally Muna, hi! How's it going? How's it going? I think you allowed me to call you Walla last time? I believe. Welcome in. How has your weekend been? Nope, nope. That's not what I meant to build at all. God. Crying out loud. Okay, let's try that again. There. And there we go. Nice. It looks so cool, guys. Oh, I fell. Oops. Hey, kitty. Oh, hey, Papo. Hey, Papo, come here. Where'd he go? Hey, who's a good doggo? You brought me some wood? Thank you. He's a good boy. I got lost. What was I doing? The puppo distracted me, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Let's put the miner back because we do need that. Still. Nope, that's the wrong button. Miner's number 5. We'll have to build it like this, and then the conveyor belt will just have to come out the other side, but that's fine. There we go. Power. Power is what we're missing still. Okay. So far, so good. These thingies are set up. They're sending ore our way. Looks a little crazy, not gonna lie. That's a good thing. Okay, so we got it up here now. Now what? Now we need to reorganize this a little bit, I think. You know what would be cool? A jetpack. Do we get a jetpack eventually, guys? I think a jetpack would be really cool. Just saying. Just an idea I had. I would appreciate a jetpack so I can kind of fly places. Yes, I get one. Ooh, that's awesome. Yeah. I like jetpacks. So we're gonna bring this up here and then gonna split the first two for that and then kind of go one after the other. Don't you need to upgrade to conveyor belts to Mach 2 at some point? Only some of them. The Mach 2 conveyor belts move more resources. So only on conveyor belts where I'm trying to move more than 60 resources a minute do I need Mach 2 conveyor belts. My ores and everything is just 60 per minute, so don't need to upgrade them. It's my understanding on the Wonka. You also get a hover pack that lets you fly wherever you have power flowing. Ooh. I like that. I like that very much. Is that very late game? Do I have to like wait a really long time for that? Because I want it. Like, now. Ideally, now. We delete this, and this, and this, and this. And this miner. We don't need that any longer. We're gonna build... Oh, no. What am I dismantling? There they. It's gonna take a little. Japik is not far away. Yes, that's good. Not far away is as far away as I would want it to be. Okay. So. I'm gonna start moving in with conveyor belt 1. To like here. Whoosh. Nice. I'm gonna build an elevator here. Let's see. Logistics, conveyor lift. Oh, that looks so clanky. Wait, which side does it come out? That doesn't look at all what I expected that to look like. Does it just go up and around? That's not very helpful then. Oh, no, no, no. You can turn it the other way. Okay, alright. You can click it onto your belt. Yeah. Let's try that one more time. There. And up to... How's that? Ooh, ooh, it's going! After first click, you can turn it. Haha, look at it! Okay. Very good. Nope. Yep. That's not high enough, I think. Let's check that. Let's try that one more time. That height seems right. Okay, let's try that. Yeah. And now we need a splitter to get it into these two here. But also, one higher, honestly. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I also want to move it farther over to the side here. How's that? Ta-da! You're always easier to build at the right height when you're standing above. Oh, for sure. It's very confusing. Like, the height stuff and the alignment is sometimes not super easy to do, I'm not gonna lie. And 2. And 3. There we go. Then we want a splitter. It's gonna take that stuff that comes out here and splits it into these two. I think that seems about right. Try that. Yeah. Gucci. Ooh, boy. That becomes way easier when you build it on foundations. Yeah, I just didn't feel like laying foundations all the way over there. That feels unnecessary, but building on the foundations so far has helped a ton. Like, it made everything way nicer. And that's just absolutely gonna clip through that rock, and I do not care. Deal with it. Oh, I'm running out of plates. Oh boy. Okay. Ooh, I've just built some really, really plate-intensive stuff here. Okay, that's fine. Got some plates for me. Thank you. Power went out? No! Oh, you're right. Damn it. Okay, we'll check on that in a second. You recognize that sound, don't you? Conveyor belt is too long. Yeah, I checked my own when I heard it. Damn it. Okay, yeah, we'll check on the power in a second. It's unfortunate. Why did the power go out? Hello, power. Is it the fuse? Does that mean we're consuming too much power? Might be because one of them ran out of biofuel. I'ma hypothesize that's the issue. Hopefully. And not that we don't actually have enough of them. Yeah. Yeah, we just ran out of fuel. We're good. And then that blew the fuse. All good, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know that I built my system properly here. And with sufficient capacity, for sure. We're back online. Let's go. Okay. So, where were we? Yeah, look at them smoking. Smoking up a storm. Okay, now this. I'm gonna put a splitter right here. I hope this works. Greenpeace on your radar again. Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't you? Oh, I'm falling. Oops. Yep, that works. It works, guys. Don't worry about it. And then the third one. It's gonna go over here. And around to right here with another splitter. Right. That's this machine. BRB. Coolio, coolio. It's not quite working. Which thing's clearance is it encroaching upon? Oh, this thing is too close. I got it. I got it. I think that should work? Question mark? Yeah. Yeah, we just built it real up close. This works, guys. Don't worry about it. Check it out. Check it out. It's working. I'm gonna leave the... You can always move the hub. I don't need to move the hub, boring nerd. I got this. Everything's perfectly under control. I'm gonna leave the last two empty for now. Until I actually have something to connect them to. Ah, look at the highway we built. Isn't it beautiful? I'm a fan of it. I'm a huge fan of it. Oh, this is great. Nice. Okay. Back to business, though. From this highway, here's what we're doing. We're gonna start with a bunch of constructors. Have enough stuff in my inventory for all of this. Should be fine, but we'll see. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna start with a bunch of constructors over here. And then we're gonna build out back to wherever else shit needs to go. Constructor. That's a smelter. That's a constructor. In, out. This way round. And then these are just going to be fed one after another by the smelters we have going on. I'm going to start with iron plates. These take 30 a minute, which is just the output of the smelter directly. So we're just going to connect this. Boom. Done. Then this one, also going to make iron plates. Again, don't need to be splitting this. Just gonna directly feed that in there. Okay. Then we'll make... So we have 6, we have 8 smelters now. We can have 3 make iron plates, 2 make rods, 3 make screws. Does that seem like a halfway decent Oh, but the rods only take 15. So we can actually make 2 rod thingies from 1 smelter. Okay, that's good to know. So we're gonna make... three iron plates. Here, right here. For the first 3 smelters. Oh, look at it go! It's so incredibly satisfying. So grossly satisfying, I have to say. It's really doing something to my brain, not gonna lie. Okay. Then we can have 4 rod stations, because those need 15 each from the next 2 smelters, and then the screws take 10 per minute, so we can make 3 screw stations from each of the last 2 smelters. It's gonna be a lot. It's slower than Factoria, but it's more rewarding in my opinion. I think so too. I think it feels like you're doing more. And I think part of that is the 3D aspect, right? That it kind of like, it just feels bigger and so this is gonna make iron rods. No, you make iron plates. Yeah. Satisfactory is nice because you can actually see your product. Exactly, like it feels way more satisfying because you can kind of... It's a bigger problem, it feels, because if you're looking at it from up top on a 2D map, it's a lot easier to like navigate. But on 3D, it feels larger and more overwhelming, but then because of it also more satisfying when you get it right and get it down, you know? That's my take on it anyways. And I do love it, so... So then we're gonna have these 2 make rods from this thing. We need a splitter for that. There we go. It's like trying to get it to align just right. Fun. Here and here. And you need a power pole. Whoever told me that my platform was too small, I apologize. When I made fun of you and said that we weren't gonna need a larger platform, you were right, I was wrong. You win. I hope you're happy. These are gonna make iron rods, and then we need 3 more. Those are gonna make screws, but we can also make... It's very, very small. It felt so big when I made it. The scaling is painful, guys. Painfully fast. Yeah, no, I was just all the way wrong. All the way wrong. I understand now. Just how wrong I was. But it's okay. Pain for sure, but also it makes you want to build more. That's true, that's true. You can always make a 2nd floor. True. Maybe I should make a 2nd floor with these things. That would be fun. So we have, let's see, 3 plates, 2 rods. I'm gonna make 2 more rods and then 6 screws. That's 8. 2, 4, 5. So we should make 2 more rods on this floor and then make the screws on top. Like my starter base will have 6 floors filled with iron productions. Jesus Christ. That's insane. I mean, I get it, but also that's insane. I'm taking down the copper production because we need space. We need all the space we can get. Just gonna leave that storage container right there. Maybe drop some of my, I don't know, wire in there. And some of my cable. It sounds so crazy, but it really isn't. No, I can totally see it. Like, but I started around 6 pure irons as well. Yeah. I can totally see how this would scale ad infinitum. Yeah. No questions asked, basically. Okay, now we want 2 more rod making constructors here. Is this the right way around? No. This way. 1. This is in my way. Still in my way. Get out of my way. There we go. If like 3 worlds had used 100% of all materials around the map. Jeez. There's a limit how much you can get. Yeah, okay, but that sounds excessive? Question mark? Like that sounds like a lot, you know? Maybe too much. Is that too much? Sounds like it might be too much. Okay, we're gonna make these have rods, we said already. And we need a splitter. Right. Here? Is anyone even still following what I'm doing here? Of the people who, like, haven't played the game excessively, I mean. What can I say? I like, I agree too much. Yeah, that's maybe a little excessive. You like Satisfactory? Clearly. How have you found Satisfactory streaming to be? I mean, you're hanging out with me here right now, but are there any streamers who stream on that scale? Is it still streamable on that scale, or does it just get like crazy at a certain point and you kind of have to stop? I don't stream myself. Oh yes. I'm just gonna leave that copper stuff over there. I'm gonna deal with that in a second. People love watching people go crazy. Imkibits built massive. Wow, okay. I'm gonna need to check that person out. I wanna, you know, see what they do. As someone uninitiated, I'm following what's happening because we're still dealing with basic production. Yeah, I mean, ideally, the thing is you always kind of go from basic to later. Nope, my bad, sorry. Now we get a feedback loop of me listening to my own stream. Terrible. That's not what I wanted. Imkibits. Check that out. I own the game but haven't played it long. Wish I could invest my time in it though watching this. Critapolis, hey, welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, I followed him. I'm gonna check out their content in a bit. It's one of the things that's amazing about this game. You will still understand when it gets to late game. That's what I'm hoping, that it stays streamable to people who haven't played it. Also, as a playthrough, I highly recommend giving it a watch. I might, just to get like a sense of how to organize all of this beautiful mess that we have now. Organizing beautiful mess aside, though, I want to make a second floor for screws only. How do I do that? Do I just like plop a foundation on top of it? Is that what we do? Or is there any special way to make a second floor? And do I need like pillars or something, or walls to keep it all? How to build pillars and corners. Okay. Pillars. Foundations, walls. Does it? What I do is build 3 walls up so it looks like a building, and then build a floor. The 8x4 foundation. So we need some walls, is what you're saying. Okay. I don't want too many walls. I think I want my factory to be pretty open, ideally. So I'm gonna build as few walls as possible. Stack them. Okay. Like that. And then build foundation. Nope, it needs to go higher. Oh, that's very high. Like that. Nice. Higher. I dig it. 4 is good. Should I do 4? 3 is fine, I guess. Yeah, this looks fine. I think... This is a little bit cheating, guys, but I think I can make it floating. This is one of the things in the game that is like both broken and fantastic. The laws of physics do not apply once you remove stuff. This is a lot with like building games that have kind of blueprint-based building. I've seen it in Grounded, where it's even worse. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's a like building, farming, kind of fighting survival game. And the thing you can do is you build the blueprint, and then you fill the blueprint with resources to actually construct the thing. And the thing you can do, that's how broken this is you can just build the blueprint, for example, a scaffolding with like a ramp on top, and then only build the ramp and just leave the scaffolding there. So you just have basically like ghost scaffolding that is just the blueprint, but it works because you don't actually need to construct from the bottom up. You can construct any part of your thing. Even though you originally required the scaffolding, you then don't, and then you just have like floating stuff basically with ghosty things holding it in the air, sort of like our floating platforms right now. No Man's Sky hack, yeah, it's fantastic. Really funny when I saw that. I thought that was hilarious. The only problem we have is we do need to get up there. That is a thing we need to do. So we do need some ramps. Let's see. We could build ramps underneath, like here is what I'm thinking. So sort of like stuff in the way. Why are all of these one to the left? Oh my god, I built this one wrong. Nope, can't leave it there. Guys, can't do it. Have to reconstruct. Sorry. My OCD will not let me. That's just unacceptable. Building these the right way around. Yeah. An easier way to check whether you're building something the right or the wrong way around. Would really appreciate that in the game. Very often happens to me that I build things the wrong way around. And the arrows are just not clear enough. Okay. See, this is one of those things where I could totally 100% imagine myself trying to start constructing something like this, doing like a whole floor of it, and by the end of it realizing that I had gone like one off the grid accidentally and then reconstructing it all because I can't not. I can't not. It would drive me insane. That's what I did. Yeah, that's exactly what you did with your moving your storage one block over, right? I feel your pain now, I have to say. When I was making fun of it earlier, I was wrong. You were right. See, guys, I can admit to my mistakes. Never had a problem with that, thankfully. Alright. Now, ramps. My last world I did that with 3,000 million. Is that 3,000 million? So 3 billion buckets of oil? Milli buckets. Tell me that's something else. That's not 3,000 million buckets. Because that would be a lot of buckets. I don't know what a milli bucket is, by the way, so. My inventory is full. Just gonna do that. Now we ramp it up. Ramp. Oh, cubic. Gotcha. But I only had to drag the pipe a little longer to connect it, then saw I had made the entire plan 2 ticks to the left. This is just teaching me lessons now. Life lessons to be learned. Always make sure you check that before you finish building everything else. I think this is the right height, so we can build foundations over here now. Pretty. I was gonna press duck to not fall off the platform while I'm building, and then I was like, wait, that's the wrong video game for that. That's a Minecraft thing. Oops. Now we're really building. Thinking with factories, guys. Took me almost 2 days to rebuild it all. Jesus, wow. Saw in an update there's jetpacks. Yes, Scrotapolis, I heard about that too. We were just talking about jetpacks earlier and that I really wanted one. Because it would make navigating things like this, you know, a second floor so much easier. And I can definitely see myself be the kind of person that builds vertically rather than like horizontally. Just because I think that makes it easier for my brain. Because then you don't have to like try and build everything outward and rearrange it. Then you can just be like, okay, I want this set of structures. And I will build an exact copy of it on top, and on top. And every time you upscale, you just build another copy on top, right? That's how it works in my brain anyways. Trust me later, you really want to split factories up? Oh yeah, I imagine, for sure. Minecraft gamers be like, wee! Yeah, I'm afraid of falling off the edge. It's drilled into my brain to just hold a duck. How much further do we have to go? Is there some like artificial lighting that we can construct? Because it's gonna get real dark with all these ceilings in here. Or it just gets too big and starts lagging. Oh boy, I'm afraid of that. Hey kitty. Hey kitty. Guys, the kitty's coming to us. Come here. Here, come here. Everybody say hi. There. Well, that was a quick visit. Satisfactory players have built-in fear without jetpacks. Yeah, for sure. You can unlock lights in the awesome shop. Sweet. Lots of cool stuff in the awesome shop. I mean, it seems almost as if they named it that for a good reason, which is cool. We got to see the cat. Yeah, just for a moment. I picked her up and she didn't like that, but maybe she'll come back. We'll see. He's a big cat. He's a fluffy cat. So cute. Guys, these cats are so cute. You have no idea. Why aren't you making things? Why aren't you making more things? What's your problem? No power? Did the power go out again? Why do you have no power? But you have power right there. What? She's right there. Did power go out? Yeah, I'm confused. I'm confused. It looks like power went out again. No consumption. Oh, I disconnected, yeah. I disconnected my main power line, that's why. That has to connect to... My bad, it has to connect to this thing here. Yeah. Yeah. I have a plan in my head, guys. It's all good. Okay. These are not producing anything right now because they're not going anywhere. So they can't output much, I think. I think they're full. Oh, I don't have a recipe for these yet. I bullshitted you guys. Why'd you let me bullshit you? More rods and more rods. Damn, you lie to us? I'm sorry, Smiley. You were never meant to find out. Not like this. Not like this. And this one has no power, right? Because I haven't hooked these up yet. And you connect to that, connect to that. Connect to that, connect to that. Connect to that, connect to that. Okay, now we're talking. I'm sorry for lying to you guys, but now they're all connected. All's good. Alright, yeah, I don't like power lines. I think they're kind of fun, honestly. I'm not sure why I think that. I get also how they're awful. But for some reason I find them oddly entertaining. I don't want this here. There we go. That should make all of them connected. You can make art with them? Why would I imagine someone like you to have made art with power lines? That's maybe a little excessive for my tastes, but then again, why wouldn't you? You know, why wouldn't you? Okay. Now I'm satisfied. Now I'm going to paint everything. Because guys, there has to be order. What's the button? Right click. And I want things to be pretty. I have too much time. One of my factors are Among Us characters. Yeah. I'm gonna put that solidly in the too much time category. Also the do you have pictures and would you share them with us? Because I am super curious category. Because that, as much as it sounds like you're spending way too much time on it, might as well have somebody appreciate the amount of time you're putting into it, no? Because it's kind of awesome at the same time that you're doing these things and that they're pretty. You can share them next time the host is getting online? Sounds awesome. I would love that. I would love to see those. Okay. Paint this and this. This. And this. Guys, we could color code shit here. I know that's too much. I know. That's a little excessive. I'm just thinking we could. It's an option. It's always a possibility. Just an idea I had. Well, I'm not doing them alone, of course. I play multiplayer with friends. Okay, that makes it slightly better, I would say. I want to build some more floors over here. So we don't have to like power the belts come up and directly into the machines. I know you can walk on these as they're being constructed, but at the same time that is so scary. So scary. I think this works, right? Yeah, look at it. One of my friends has a solo world with a fully built Counter-Strike Dust 2 map. He said he spent close to a year on it. Wow. Full tip when building forest, just walk with the grill thing and just spam click. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to do that. I'm not brave enough for such courageous things. I know that's what I could be doing, but... Gotta color it all. Anyone willing to make some bets on when I'm gonna get tired of coloring everything? Like at what scale? Because this still feels pretty doable in terms of coloring. Oh shit, we're out of color. Fuck. Crap, guys. I really would like a jetpack. That would make my life so much easier. I think we have more flowers somewhere. Nope, that's all the flowers we got. Okay, okay. It's because I don't have enough space in my inventory. Right. Depends. Sometimes I just slow play. Like now I listen to stream and do a little thing in my playthrough. The painting is good. Yeah, I like to think that that's something for like off time, right? That you can do then. You're not going to be always building giant factories like every time you do it, basically. It sounds nice to just kind of hang around and paint things for a little while. You should get a community Discord so people can chat with each other while you're not streaming. I've been thinking about it. I felt like my stream was too small to have a community Discord at this point. But if you think that's something that actually would be utilized, I think you're so far the second person to ask for it. Never too small. I might set one up, yeah. If you stick around, for now you can, you know, drop a follow, stick around, and if, when I get around to make a Discord, I will let you know, obviously. I think it's a cool idea, I just want it to actually be good and something that, like, feels like a community to people, right? Such that they can actually have some value get out of it. You get me on Discord and when I'm already in there, you can have an announcement chat. That's true, that's true. Lets everyone know when you go live. Yeah, I like that idea. It would just be something that I need to actually manage well. And that I want to have provide proper value. So I would want to make sure that, now that I look at this, I don't want this to be here. I want these smelters to be upstairs. Now that I think about it. Helps you grow, honestly. Yeah, I mean, if the people... Yeah, I guess it's a way to, like, get together the people who are there because of you. Not maybe perhaps because the game you're playing, and then it lets you chat around it and, like, you know, communicate around it. But I would want to have something that provides value to those people. Like, have it be organized in a nice way, have it be clear where they can chat and what ways to interact with me there are that, like, provide them with value. And I'm honestly not active enough on other people's Discord to know what that would look like. But if you have any, like, recommendations for how to organize a Discord like that, let me know. I would be super interested. If you, like, have examples of really good Discords that you're a part of or something like that, I would love to see those and see what I might do for my own. You got a Discord tag I can add? I'll send some. Yes. Let me check real quick. Where's my tag? Oh, I can see my tag. Why is it in streamer mode? This is not helping me. Where can you see your tag? It just shows me lioness. That's not helpful. I know you need the numbers after. Username. At the bottom left. You can click on your name and it copies it to the clipboard. Oh, it just copies the name. Oh, yeah, it copied the whole thing. There you go. Thanks for letting me know this kind of stuff. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna build outward on our foundation. One more. Fearing death once again. Oh, it's scary. Scary. There we go. And bouncy gnome. Very nice. Thank you. And then we're gonna build the smelters up here. Might as well stack everything, why not? So we don't end up with crazy stuff down there. There we go. There we go. Add me back and I'll send a few community discords. Thank you. Ending. Gotcha. What tips you have starting a new game? Kurtopolis? I mean, obviously ask the pros in here, but my kind of go-to tips would be to start small, and kind of work your way up. And don't try to optimize too early because it seems like you're going to be rebuilding stuff again and again and again. And the game is kind of somewhat even optimized around that. Unless, you know, like Smile, you're someone who knows what they're going to be building 30 steps down the road. Yeah, build as if you have Mach 3 belts and Mach 2 miners. That's for if you're good. But I would imagine in the beginning it's fine. Yeah. Oh yeah, do the tutorial for sure. The tutorial is really, really good. Absolutely do not skip the tutorial. That's a terrible idea. Particularly if you're not sure what to do. Don't skip the tutorial. Wait, what? Where's my ore? What the fuck? Excuse you? Where the ore at? Did I disconnected the power. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I should have done the tutorial. Oh no, did you skip it already? Thank you, Smiles, for the Discord setups. I will take a look at those and probably put something like that together for my own stream. Thank you. Okay, I think the ore should be on its way back now. Yeah, I can see it from a distance. You guys probably can't because it's really tiny, but it's coming. It is on its way. If you already skipped the tutorial, Cretapolis, I guess my tip, from being just marginally larger than whatever you're building on right now probably, is get a pen and paper and write out what turns into what resource and how you're gonna connect that. I think that would probably make your life a lot easier. And then try to build things that way. Does that make sense? Like if you need screws or whatever and you want to assemble those into some other resource, map yourself out how you're gonna do that and then build it. Instead of picking bushes. That too. Yeah, and then start small. I think that's the other thing to recommend here. Good tip. I do not want this here. I want this one to go upstairs. And we're gonna build one of these guys. For here. Not sure if this makes sense what I'm doing right now, but basically I have one more smelter here that needs resources, but I don't want to connect one of these to it because this is 2 smelters worth of resources. So I'm getting the downstairs one to connect there, and I'm gonna put this one on the 2nd floor. Hey Chaos, welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? Appreciate advice, guys. I'll do the tutorial. Yeah, you might just start a new game and do the tutorial. And start with the most beginner-friendly... Smile, thank you for helping Cretapolis along. I think that's really nice. I'd like to think of my chat as a chat that helps people. I need a conveyor belt is what I need. I remember when I first started out playing, the rows you have at the bottom that you can put items in, I noticed that there were 10 of them, and I was thinking that was the absolute insanity. I was like, why would you ever need 10 of those? And now I'm already like using 3 and I'm like, that's not enough. I need more of these. So I've come full circle on that realization. Oh boy. Great, building a bit myself while watching to have some company. That is beautiful. I love that. That's exactly how the stream is intended, so that's wonderful. We need elevators. Where in your building journey are you at, Chaos? Even for big knowledge plays, because it's like dead center of everything, I'm doing the same. Yeah, that for sure. Oh, that's tilted. Try that again. cats are chatting with me again. They're so cute, guys. So cute. Okay, I'm already starting to see that the lift's way better than just doing it by kind of building up like this, like a crazy person. Coming to appreciate the lifts a lot more. There we go. Beautiful. Tier 7, currently building my aluminum processing. That sounds fancy. Very nice, very nice. So, you're way ahead of me. Everyone here is way ahead of me, I think. But it's nice that you guys come to hang out with me regardless. I appreciate that. Take the iron ore, and then we can immediately dump all the iron ore in the trash can. We don't need that shit. Goodbye. Goodbye. Neither do we need the limestone, even though our doggy brought it to us so nicely and caring. Doing the alternative recipe setup or lifts? Oh, lifts are lifesavers for sure. Yeah, they're just kind of a necessity, I think, once you start building big. Aluminum is one of the worst things to work with, honestly, besides uranium. Don't know what that means, but good job on your petroleum coke. Nice. We'll get there eventually. No rush, no rush. Okay, where was I? So we set this floor up. We're gonna build a bunch of smelters up top. That's our next step. Uranium will make you go brrr. I have heard no good things about uranium so far, so I fear what might be coming for me there. Build them right here. Okay, the only thing that annoys me about the game so far is that this scroll wheel at the bottom here is inverse to how I would scroll it, and I scroll in the wrong direction every time I use it. I don't know why they do that. One smelter, two smelter, three smelter. Are these placed correctly? Oh, these don't take up a full thing. That's fine. Three smelter? Yep. Not enough wire smelter. Shit. Indeed, with the alternates, it's actually pretty if you're comfortable with oil processing. Much advanced talk. Oh, we do have enough wire. Just need to grab it. Oh, let me out. Let me out. I like their uranium challenge. One power plant gives you 2,500 megawatts. A lot of work, but big reward. That sounds like a lot of juice, yeah. There, kitties. Kitties be angry. Okay, so now why do I have 4 smelters, guys? What am I doing? I only have 3 smelters worth of stuff down there. Why did you let me build 4? Silly me. Yeah, I only have 3 worth of stuff. Take those down, and this down, and that down. Okay, there we go. 3 smelters. There we go. The second you get a big nuclear power setup, you're good forever. Nice. I don't build to consume on a scale, just enough to get everything unlocked and automated on a simple scale. That seems much more reasonable, yeah. We'll see when we get there if that's what we want to do or if we want to actually scale our shit aggressively. We need to rebuild this lift. That work good? To up there. I have to go around. Damn it. I want that jetpack, guys. It'd be so convenient. Yes. There. My factory will produce 1,900 ingots. Really enough for my purposes. That seems like a good amount. I don't know, but sounds like it'd be a good amount. Is that the right height? Let's go with that. That seems good. Look at the ore! It's coming! It's coming up! Whee! Nice. Love it. Okay. We need a splitter. Splitter. Takes in this way and puts out that way. Love how about 2 hours ago you said you'll maybe do 30 more minutes of streaming. Yep, it's 10:30. I was gonna do 10 p.m. as a hard stop today, and that didn't happen. It is such a good game, God. And it's so satisfying once you get started. Gee. Water! Thank you! Also, Smiles, thanks for the follow. I know it looks like a beer glass, I swear it's water. Thank you, Wonka. Thanks for taking care of me. I appreciate that. My voice is feeling okay. More water. No. Oh no. Stop it, Smiles. Oh God. What are you doing to me? That's 1. 2. 3. I'm taking big sips here. 4. And if I have to go to the bathroom in about 30 seconds, we know who to blame. Fine. Alright, so this makes ingots now. It doesn't make ingots, because it ain't got power. Massive sips, big hydrate. Yeah. I mean, might as well, right? We don't mess around with hydration here. Staying hydrated is important. And honestly, I never drink enough water anyways, so this is very good. My brain just completely blanked for a second there. Sorry. It's like, what am I doing again? Power. Second floor power pole is this beauty here. Which we're gonna link from down there. Then we're gonna get a power pole for each of these bad boys. Like so. And we're gonna connect that here, connect that there, connect that this, there, boom. Your little place there is looking pretty good so far. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's coming together. I I think the thing that really does it for me in this game is this, like, I have a brain that really appreciates organization. Organization at a large scale. I think I really like that. It's kind of a thing that I've always been into. And I think when I try to do it and I can't, like when everything is kind of slightly too messy, it overwhelms me, and then I feel kind of overwhelmed and I don't want to do it. But this game has just enough complexity to feel really challenging, but with little enough complexity that I feel like I can do it. And then that just feels super satisfying. Like, I love that. Hard working at the factory. You would love building with me then? I have heavy OCD. I might just, yeah. I mean, if you have a fun server or something that you're building on, I might join. I might want to play a little bit more by myself until I'm comfortable with at least, like, everything up to, like, tier 6 or 7, you know? Kind of know what's going on. But overall, yeah, that sounds fun. Why wouldn't I, you know? That's not what I need. That's what I need. Okay, the only thing I dislike about this game so far is that sometimes in the game music, it does that ding 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 that sounds exactly like a Skype call, and it confuses my brain so much every time it comes up. It's just like, was someone calling me on Skype? What is happening? I don't own my own worlds anymore. I really only play with people. I deleted them because I never used them anyways. Multiplayer just is way more fun to me. It's this. It is the Skype noise, right? It's the dun 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 dun. My brain gets so confused when that happens. Yeah, we're just gonna elevator that up here. Let's do it. Why not? Let's see how high the elevators can go. By which obviously I mean the conveyor lifts. Ooh, very, very high, guys. Very. Yeah, one day we could probably make a word together. That sounds hella fun, and I am so down for it. Yep, I was never gonna make that jump. Not in 100 years. Rip. You just need to stick with me until I'm learned enough such that I can do it, you know? You need to teach the students such that one day I shall become thou equal. I have no idea if this is high enough. It's really hard to estimate. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. That seems legit. Legit, you already know everything I know. You were just talking something about oil processing, alternative oil processing, and that was just no idea what that was. So excited for dedicated servers becoming a thing. Oh, do you have to host your own multiplayer servers right now? Is that an issue, or? Sweet. And then I think I just need to connect it. Yeah, it doesn't have power right now. Aww. This is safe. Yeah, this is very safe. Oh, this connects directly. Does it? Does it? Yeah. Oh, this is sweet. I dig it. Alright, right. Oh man, I could just keep doing this forever. Somebody needs to stop me. Yeah, okay, maybe oil can be hard for you, but honestly, most things in this game are so easy to learn and understand well. Yeah, it's then just like thinking about it on a large scale that makes it kind of difficult, right? But I am enjoying the process of learning how to scale things up as I'm doing it. A lot, I have to say. So, need you here or you, really? I'm gonna deal with you later. We don't have copper production right now, but that's fine. Yeah, they're working on dedicated servers, but they still have some issues to resolve. Yeah, getting multiplayer servers set up is a surprisingly difficult thing. I hope they figure it out. It would indeed be really cool. Thank you for the follow, Kurtopolis. I appreciate it. I can't. You're out. Have a good night. And thanks for joining. B.A.B. You just I fell. Okay. Alright, I know where to build my factory thing now. Random crate. We take those. Doo-doo. Enjoy your smoke. And playing video games, occasionally going for a smoke. That sounds like life. It sounds like the life. Okay, now we build our... No. There. Constructors. I'm gonna start here. 1, 2. Make sure I'm not missing any spaces. 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, baby. That's so pretty. So pretty. I don't think we need these here right now. Okay. And now we want to split the ore coming from the smelter 3 ways to make screws. Let's get our splitter in here. And then we'll align the splitter this way with this. That should work. And then out this way. That way. Help, I'm stuck. Yes, but first iron rods. The iron rods are downstairs already. They are being built as we speak. So that's what I had in mind. Is this what I wanted to be building? Let me think about this for a sec. Yeah, 3-way, because it's 10 per... You need iron rods for screws? Shit. Fuck. Crap. It's not iron, it's iron rods. You're right. Okay. So it's a 2-way split, and then a 2-way split after. 15 per minute. 10 per minute. Ooh, that's a weird number. I don't like that. Okay. Thanks for pointing that out, because I was just gonna try to make screws directly from iron. Which would be nicer. If I have 15... Oh, why is that number so ugly? Why do they produce 15 rods? You can also underclock machines to save you power. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go 1 to 1, basically. think that's gonna be the easiest here. Okay, backtracking a little bit. Moving the splitter here instead. Like that to make iron rods. You need iron rods for screws when you unclock also it makes the numbers better. Yeah, the numbers is what's truly upsetting to me about this. Sure, yes, we wanted to like save power and all, but the numbers, they need to be pretty. I feel like if you don't feel me on that yet, you have not played this game yet. Now we need another one of those that we put in front of this machine. Then we're gonna connect with this guy. Shing-ba-ding. Connect-a-ba-die. Magic-a-loo. Easy. Look at it go. Look at us go. And we'll do that a third time. Over here, where we get this third belt. It's a long conveyor belt. Okay. And done. Okay. These don't have power yet. Don't worry about that, guys. Do not worry. Do not be of concerned. I think the dumbest memes sometimes. Wait, what? Overclocking don't save power, it uses more power. But apparently you can underclock, which saves you power. It's cheaper to build more machines. Nah. But we want the numbers to be prettier. Smiles. That's an important thing here. Where's our paint gun? Doop, 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 doop. Okay, I painted it. We good. Oh, I misread that. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so we've got that set up. Now we need a constructor after each of these constructors. That's gonna make screws. I thought he said overclocking saved power. That sounds like it would possibly break the game. Like that would just be broken, you know? Is that a good spot? Because we're gonna go directly in, so that's fine. Boom. Boom. What do you mean encroaching what clearance? What? Don't bullshit me. Oh, I'm in the way. He's encroaching my clearance. Nice. Well, if you want to be efficient, you do one smelter into 2 constructors making rods, and then have the 2 constructors merge and split into 3 constructors making screws. Yes. I know, but I hate that. You know what I'm saying? I would rather underclock my systems and have them all go 1 into 1. Which might be an unpopular opinion here. What? It outputs 15 rods per minute. Why can't it output 10 such that I can nicely align it? It looks so clear. Clean? Nah, it'll look a lot cleaner this way. Trust me. What am I looking for, guys? Help. What was I looking for? Oh, I need to make more thingamajigs, right. Oh, this is still hooked up. Oh, so we have a lot of iron plates now. Nice. Nice. I need the craft bench to be 10 here. Okay, now we're gonna make a couple more reinforced iron plates because we ran out of those. I don't have enough space in my inventory. Shit. The cats are making really angry sounds, guys. Like, really angry. Craft. There we go. Screws in general are just the worst, trying to avoid them as much as possible. I've heard that I'm going to need a lot of them, so I've decided to make a whole separate floor for it. But yeah, not a huge fan of screws so far. Mostly because they can't be made out of iron directly. Like, screw that. Get it? Because, like, screws and... No. Sorry. I apologize. I was bad. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to. Sometimes it just kind of overcomes me and then I have to make horrible puns and I can't help it. It's a problem of mine, I'm aware. That's what you sign up for if you follow me. Just letting you know. Bad puns. We do a lot of those here. And that one and that one. That's it. Nice. You can find hard drives and make them directly from iron. I don't know what that is, but I like it. I like making things directly from iron. You, my friends, make me screws. Get me screwed. Okay. I'll stop with the puns now. That was the last one. Screw me, I guess. Okay, maybe it wasn't. Screws make for good puns, guys. I can't help it. Have you seen the little space shuttles that has crashed? Don't spoil it. I don't know what you're talking about. Never heard of it. Want to find it myself. Appreciate no spoiler. Oh my god, I almost just died. Seems safe. This is safe, guys. It's so pretty! Now we just need to collect all the resources in dedicated containers. And then we're good. Let's go. Okay. Oh wait, no, this doesn't have power yet. I lied, guys. We're not done yet. I forgot the power. That part's kind of crucial. I could totally see myself, like, building an entire thing like this, making it all nice and ready, and then being like, okay, we're done here, and having forgotten to hook it up to power, and then it just kind of chilling there forever and ever without power. Could happen to me, not gonna lie. We hooking up these power lines. One per machine. I've learned my lesson, guys. Do that and that one. Again with the lies. Wired up everything is usually what I do last. Yes. You know, that's good. Unless you forget to wire it up. In which case, it's the thing you do last and then nothing works. Okay. Here the factories go! Here they go! Oh, fuck. No. No, we built it just tight enough that I can't put power poles in here. Fine, we're just gonna do the thing and hook it up directly. I know, shame on me, but I don't want to move all of them again. There we go. That works perfectly. This would be so much easier to navigate with the jetpack. Keep telling. I do it as I go along because I forget. Yeah, it's something that's very easy to forget. I do like... This is one of the things that I like about this game a lot more than in Factorio. There are very clear visual indicators of whether something is or isn't working that you can see from afar. Like, for example, that miner over there isn't producing anything for some reason. Maybe because this is full. Let's back up here a bit. Get rid of all this stuff. Thank you. You know that thing cats do where they sit on a table and kind of go like this with some glass object, pushing it closer to the edge? Not saying that's what's happening right now, but it might be happening right now. And I will not be fast enough to stop it. I think I'm gonna call it a day as well. Have lots of fun with the remaining stream. Thank you, Wonder Wonka. I think I'm going to call it a day here as well. Wiring all of this up is still gonna take a while. Which is fine, but I think we're gonna do it next stream because it's 11 p.m. I was gonna stream for 2 hours only, and here we are, 3 hours later. Still not done, but I like this game so much. I think I'm going to be playing it more often, maybe twice a week. I usually stream Hades, but I'm not really in a Hades mood recently, and this is a lot more fun, so why not play that instead? Hope to find you streaming soon again. Absolutely. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. 8 p.m. Central European Time or 11 a.m. PST for you. So I usually have a very regular schedule. It was just this week that it was different because I was sick all week and I only just got streaming now. I'll be honest though, you most likely won't find me when you're not streaming Satisfactory. That's fair, that's fair. I can appreciate the honesty on that. But that's okay. Thank you again for the recommendations on the Discord stuff as well. Here, let me just save the game. So I'm horrified of accidentally deleting it. There we go. Okay. All good. Nothing fell. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Thanks for the stream. Hope your throat feels better by next stream. Thank you. I think it's getting better. It's getting to, it hurts a little bit, but it's not that bad, thankfully. I think we should do a raid, guys. I have more viewers right now than I usually do, and I think it's enough for a raid. If anyone wants to suggest a good raid target, if you know anyone who's streaming Satisfactory right now, maybe. The only thing that I have on my list is the Marine Mammal Rescue Center, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but raiding otters is perhaps not the most stream productive thing to do. Let's take a look at who's online. Cobalt Valkyrie? Wow, names. Is pretty awesome. So is Tapas Eve. I see Cobalt Valkyrie. Let me check in on them right now. See what they're up to. That looks pretty good. She's very kind. Well, let's give her a raid then, shall we? I'm gonna drop a follow here. Cobalt Valkyrie. There we go. Alright, everybody, please make sure you say hi over there. Make some noise for me. Let them know where you're coming from. And I hope to see you guys again very, very soon. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. You have a raid message? Ooh, no. But you can just drop like... Oh, that's not it. Man, I need to get some emotes. We're currently saving up for emotes. You guys can drop something like this. Yeah, we're currently saving up for emotes, and once we have those, we're gonna have a raid message with appropriate emotes as well. Okay, looks like you guys are ready. I'll drop you over there, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming by, guys.